CCL here reporting from the moon. It's myself, Seymour, joined with Cruz and Spaz here. And we got Georgia Southern University here up against Florida State Garnet. It's going to be a hype one, Cruz. And how do you feel about it?
I will say I was not prepared for that coming in from the moon comment that you brought up. But I mean, I'm ready for this match. That's for sure. This is we thought we had a heater yesterday on Bravo. This is a heater today. Both these teams sitting in the top 25. Georgia Southern University coming in number 10, and then you got Florida State University coming in at number 13. And you got to see FSU last week, and they put on a match last week. So I'm hoping we get something like that this week on Alpha.
And you're wondering where this hype matchup is going to take place. Well, look above our heads because it's Crossroad, Hardpoint, Raid, Search and Destroy, Checkmate, Control. If it goes the distance, we'll see the Motherlands, Moscow, Hardpoint, and SNT. So I hope you like the long haul of Russia because Moscow is where we're going to end it if it goes in. And honestly, I'm expecting the distance here between both of these. Yeah, Florida State's 5-1 compared to Georgia Southern 6-0. But, I memean, on paper, both of these teams look so even, especially with the veto process. I mean, you look at Crossroads where you have Georgia Southern. They're what, 4-0 on Crossroads, taking a map off of E4. And you look at FSU, they're 3-0 on Crossroads and still just look as hot.
Yeah, and like you said, both these teams coming in with fantastic hardpoint records. I mean, Georgia Southern coming in with a 7-1 hardpoint record. Florida State 5-1 hardpoint record, or 6-1 hardpoint record. I'm so sorry about that. And yeah, it's both these teams look really good. I mean, even in the one hardpoint loss that Florida State had to E4, there was only a 250 to 137 loss. So they definitely have a chance to come back and absolutely take some maps off of this Eagles COD team and even pull off a win. I'm expecting the full series as well.
Yeah, since we're kind of weighing the odds on E4 against these teams, because that's basically what we can work off of for this. I mean, you see Search and Destroy as well. That's going to be a little bit different of a tale because you're looking at Georgia Southern, who beat E4 6-5 in the round 11, and you look at the difference. FSU, they lost in a game 5 to the size of E4. So Georgia Southern, they're looking to come off of hot because you know that they're going to bring it all to that Search and Destroy. Let's talk about Crossroads now as we're getting into it. I mean, you look at it, what do you want to see from these teams?
I want to see both these teams absolutely fighting for those main hills that are going to be your hills 2 and your hills 4. Those are going to be your really big money hills. They definitely need to make sure they have lockdown spawns for those. I would say even more so importantly, get your early rotation into P3 and P4 so that you can really lock down those two hills, which are so close to each other. Besides that, man, just make sure you guys are winning your one-on-ones. That's really what it always comes down to. We're loading on in Crossroads Hardpoint, and I mean, I'm so excited for this one.
And Georgia Southern on the right, FSU on the left, and a big nade from Cam is going to do a ton of damage, but Grog Moth with the early control from FSU, cleaned up from Cam. You're going to see some chaos here as it should go back and forth, but I mean, FSU with the early .2 spawns looking to hold on to this and even getting a ton of time on first point as well. If they can soak this up, they can link together a nice group of points between points 1 and 2 here, Cruz.
Yeah, like we said, both these teams coming into this map, they have both played Crossroad Hardpoints. Both teams undefeated on Crossroad Hardpoints. So we know that we're going to get two teams that absolutely know how to play this map through and through. And right now, it's looking like the side of FSU Garnet does not want to give up this right side of the map. And I mean, they don't want to for a good reason. Next hill going to be popping down on that bottom right-hand side. And right now, they're set up in a good spot to hopefully be able to hold on to some time there. They're going to be able to control these early spawns as we look to head over towards this P2. And you have all the players in the right spots right now. You have Exil holding down this top right. You have 2 players holding down Ice, and you have a player just chilling inside the hill. It's not a better setup than this.
A Hail Mary downtown. T gonna find Exile. Open up a route now for Eagles to find it. Looking to reroute the spawns in favor of Georgia Southern. Cam gonna be leading the way. Finds Equal, but Grog Moth keeping it interesting. Spawn still in favor of FSU. Testing. Big one-on-one now. Grog Moth spawns up, so FSU holding on to the spawns and even holding on to the point as well. Now 47-11. Exile spots out 1. FSU looking to clean up this scrap time, pick up the rest of it. Georgia Southern, if I'm honestly on you, you got to look to points 3 and 4, but you have already a player number 1 on Big Brock, and FSU, they uproot the spawns, and they're going to have the favor in points 3 and 4 now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do, too. You want to be able to flip them out towards the end of the P2, so then they are having to push all the way across the map from the right side to the left to try to now break into this P3 hill. But the side of Eagles COD gonna get a quick break in here, and they're actually gonna spawn they're actually gonna force a spawn out 4 players 1 and 2 on the side of FSU Garnet. So both those players now have a chance to set up a pinch here. But with the real gunfight going on is gonna be between player number 4 and 6, and it's gonna be equal, picking up the gunfight, holding down those rock spawns, and what Eagles COD is doing a great job of right now is even though they don't have these back spawns, they're getting a ton of time here on this P3.
Yeah, definitely working it from the front. T and Gunley combined for 3. Now looking to push on for the spawns. You have player number 3, Exile, looking to stay it. The rest of FSU spawning away from this. They clean them up. They hold down the spawns. A big break from Eagles and a turnip burn from T. 3 go down for Eagles. Greg is on the point. T here. Looking to break it on, and now working from the front is FSU to try to break the spawns on back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could have asked for a better set of rotations from Eagles COD there, but unfortunately, just as that hill pops, they're going to get spawned out. So great break coming back from FSU Garnet there as they're able to push them back, and now they have quite a bit of map control as well, as player number 3 is just sitting inside the hill, soaking up this time here with that AR in his hand. It's going to be T now, pushing out through the back. He's going to be able to pick up 1, pushing around the outside now, picks up the 2nd, so this could very heavily favor these spawns, but he is going to drop the player on the side of FSU Garnet. Rosen knows he's going to hold on to his spawn there, watch his kill cam, and he's going to be able to spawn up with the rest of his team now and put more numbers onto this hill. They're in around a 50-point lead, and they're just continuing to grow this lead here.
And you had to take a look here at this rotation as well, Cruz. And I mean, point 1 and 2 was dominated from FSU early. Now, Eagles, they are going to have the initial time here. They can't lose the spawns like they did last time. You see Gunley wins a big one-on-one, and T holding the line. This is an important transition now.
Yeah, and both these teams are going to be trying to push over towards this hill, and it's going to be the side of Eagles COD who are set up early here. And this is a much better setup than what we've seen them have last time. I believe they got flipped out right away, or they weren't able to hold on to it. I don't quite remember who started with good spawns. But Eagles COD, they have a really good setup here. You have player number 6 watching over that bridge, and you have 2 players inside the hill, and you have T who is just roaming around the map, putting on a show right now, 15 and 10, leading the lobby in kills. And like I said, the Eagles COD, they're going to need to have a better second set of rotations here if they want to be able to come back to this game, and they're starting off very well here.
Gunley, a big kill cam now watching the bridge. Nobody had to worry about as FSU, they're pulling on through from the top of the map for point number 1. Tassin's going to give it up, back up, give some space, even find a kill at that, but they want to make sure they hold on to the spawns, and that's what they're doing. Exile, a big one-on-one. Can number 7 clean it up off screen? It's a chaotic one, but Rawson gives an opportunity, gives a route. And now let's see what he can do with this. Might be able to create some carnage as well. Player's going to slide on in. Gunley's going to get the gunny. 3 go down now for Eagles. Nobody's going to spawn out as FSU still spawning towards points 3 and 4. But Rawson, with this break, is going to get some time. Try to push for some kills. Eagles holding strong.
Yeah, but the big thing here is for the Eagles is even though they're losing some of these gunfights, they are still spawning close until one of their players, that's going to be Cam, he spawns out super deep, but so does a player on the side of FSU Garnet. So neither team really going to have these favored spawns at the moment, but Eagles COD are still going to be the team that's sitting inside this hill. 33 seconds left, and FSU Garnet looks like they're only going to send another wave towards this. I can't see them challenging this hill again because they want to hold on to these spawns for this P3 to P4 rotation.
And we're coming into the 20 seconds, though, Cruz. And this is where you want to see FSU kind of lock this down, rotate to this point 3. Eagles did a phenomenal job last time at breaking from the front, holding down to ammunitions. This time occupied by Rawson and Exile. See what they can do in this. Exile already with 2, working the outside of the map. Moth not even having to take a gunfight because Rawson watching over your shoulder. Exile just breaking on through and sending Eagles all the way back to point number 2.
And FSU Garnet's doing a much better job this set of rotations through holding on to this P3 hill. They didn't get much time on this one the last time through, but they were able to hold on to their spawns through and through. This time, however, they're able to get a lot of time here because they rotated early, around 20 seconds before. They decided, you know what, we're not even going to send another body towards P2. We're going to get the full set over towards P4. And now they're over here. They finally do get broken in, but the first 30 seconds go their way. They were able to retake the lead for a short period of time. But now it looks like Eagles COD are going to be back inside this hill, trying to pick back up the lead, and they're going to be contesting towards this big door.
And this time, a lot more aggressive FSU on this ammunition. So they break right back on in, make sure they can guarantee the top rock spawns. And now Tessin with this opening. Exile's going to look to replenish the odds, bring the cavalry, but Ski and Gunley with a 2 important, make it 3 important kills. Equal the last one in the back. Spawns back to Georgia State now. Oh, this is a big break. What contested do on the front line? Moss going to take it, takes the gunfight as well. Still spawning up Georgia Southern. FSU working from the top of the map, taking control of ammunitions. Moth takes out T, opening up for the site to go down now. They're going to be spawning on the opposite side of the map as well. A big break for FSU. They're going to take control.
FSU absolutely needed that break after getting broken so early on that hill, and now they're going to be able to push on into here, have some good spawns for this hill, and they're going to look to continue to build this time up bigger and bigger. Equal, once again, going to be the player for them inside the hill, just soaking up the time, trying to make sure he stops the players from Eagles COD from getting over and into this hill. It's going to be a one-on-one at the hill, and he's going to fall, but luckily for him, teammates there to clean up the rest of the hills as they look to continue to hold on to this time here. If they can hold on to the rest of this, we're going to be at around a tie game going in towards this next hill.
Now, we were asking for a battle cruise in this hard point. We were given a war to be sought out from FSU and Eagles as close as you can ask. Exile beaming with some nukes from his gun. Cam's going to actually spawn up .4. Gunley gets the kill that Cam was looking at. Holds on to .1 spawns. 50 seconds is going to be here. FSU with .2 spawns like they did the first time around. But Cam watching over the shoulder, making sure that Georgia Southern can lock down as much as they could possibly ask for this .2. And T, who you said was running amok on the side of FSU, he's in the spawns, and it's going to be Georgia Southern working from working from the left side of the map to the right, taking the spawns back. Rawson, though, good chance to make sure FSU holds back. But Teston's going to clean it up and make sure that FSU don't have .2 spawns.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, to bring up T, through the first set of rotations, he was sitting at around 15 and 10. Now T sitting at 33 and 23 and just doing an absolute job working inside this hill, continuing to pick up time here. He's got 32 seconds of objective as well as that big score line for his team. But now Teston going to have a lot of fights over towards this right-hand side of the map. Not going to the first one, so it's going to be the side of FSU trying to break in through this top side of the map.
Working from the top, but 3 go down. Georgia Southern holding the line. Got a player in 42 seconds. They can win off of this cruise if they hold the rest of it. And honestly, .2, it's possible. Exile finds his way in the back, finds a kill to mix with Rawson. And now fighting back here, they're going to clear the site, but not the spawns just yet. Exile goes down, equal inside, tested for 2. Eagles hold on. 22 seconds in here, they can still win off of it. So you still have to see the contention come through from FSU, and they're working from bridge. Rawson looking at it to get into the back line. Big gunfight to take, and he's going to clear the site. Big break now, but on the other side, Eagles are still in it, and they can still win off of this point. T's here now. You're spawning out for FSU. Eagles, it looks like they're going to take it, and that's 2:50.
Oh, they didn't get the
No,
pick.
that's not the time. They got 1 more second off of that. Absolutely blessed with the time. Here's FSU. Another break on ammunitions. 2 on each side. They're trading in the kill feed. Teston and Equal. Big one-on-one from Teston. Eagles are going to take the map.
That just goes to show you how big that contest over on the second hill was, but unfortunately not going to be enough as those 2 huge gunfights come in from Teston there to be able to finish off the game and win it there for the side of Eagles COD. Wow, man, we were looking forward to this matchup going into this, and that just blew my expectations out of the water.
I honestly don't know what to say there. That 1 second that they needed from .2 to .3, and Teston doing it all to hold off on that. I mean, you got to put some props to the Slayers of Georgia Southern right there. I mean, T and Teston, AR-SMG duo that you won. I mean, tearing it up on a small map like Crossroads with the XM4 AK-74U combo that they did have. And I mean, I said it there. We asked for a battle. We were given a war. Now let's see if they can hold this tempo all the way through. Cruising. This is phenomenal to see out of these 2 teams. Raids coming up next. What are we looking at?
So for Raid, Search, and Destroy, both these teams coming into it have a decent amount of reps. I mean, it looks like Georgia Southern only going to be playing this map 1 time. They're 1-0 on Raid, Search, and Destroy, but overall on Search and Destroy, they're 6-0. So definitely very polished in that mode. And then if you take a look over for the side of Florida State University, a lot more reps on Raid as they're sitting at 3-1, but with a 5-2 overall record. But both their losses in Search and Destroy coming to E4.
And E4, you know we're a strong team. I mean, we saw them last week on the Alpha stream in that round 11, the cheeky play that they did to send one
Oh,
long
that's
on
6-5.
Miami. But whew, that was one to look at. And honestly, it really tells the tale that that's the team that Georgia Southern lost to in this. And honestly, that's by all means. I mean, E4 is strong S&D team, so you don't want to hold it against Georgia Southern here. FSU, I mean, you're talking about reps here. They got the same, it's almost the same amount here, and you're really looking at those slayers like Exile, that AR player, especially on raid, to really hold true to those power angles.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing on raid is that we really just want to be able to see both these teams asserting their dominance in mid-map. You need your SMGs to be slaying out very heavily there, so you can choose whether you want to rotate towards that A site, towards that B site, really be able to decide where you want to go, figure out where the pressure is really coming on the map, get aggressive, get in the opponent's face. When you have two powerhouse teams like this, it really comes down to slaying at the end of the day.
I mean, I love the word that was used yesterday, the CDL spotlight from the comms checks methods. You know, he says decisivity is the keys to victory for Tron Ultra. Well, decisivity is a very, very big deal when it does come to raid. And it's like you're saying, the decision making that comes on for this. I mean, raid, very, very fond. A lot of these teams are to hitting 4-player hits on the site. So, I mean, B site of all, I mean, you look at the AR presence that FSU has to bring, you might be looking at dominating that. I mean, that late rotation over to A might give you the bedroom control that you want. But I mean, laundry to art, art to laundry, whichever way you want to have it. I know Exile is going to be posted up and beaming on that side of the map.
Yeah, I think the one player I'm really looking forward to seeing in Search and Destroy, especially for the side of Eagles COD, is going to be T. He's sitting right now at a 2.0 KD, or sorry, a 2.8 KD in Search and Destroy. That's ridiculous. That's almost a 3-to-1 ratio in terms of kills to deaths. And I mean, if you are slaying like that in Search and Destroy, that just tells you how good of a Search and Destroy player he is. I'm looking for him to maybe even be, I wouldn't say maybe the bomb carrier, but he's definitely going to be that first guy in, always running, getting in the other team's face. I think the one thing I really want to see from the side of Eagles COD is to be able to push towards that A site, towards the B site. I believe that's the water site. I can't fully remember right now, but push towards that water site, get that bomb down, and just have very strong post plant positions, because I feel like that's really what this map's going to come down to.
It's just like a combat over the UNCW Seahawks from the last match that we saw. I mean, he was going to the Search and Destroy with a 2.69 KD across 7 maps. That's basically the exact same thing here for T on the side of Georgia Southern. And if he can really hold on to that, I mean, you want to look for a player like T to do exactly what Sexton was doing last on High Point, and really pushing the middle of the map, making sure you got strong presence on that defense towards Zed, make sure that the defender or the attackers can't safely push through into the middle courtyard. And honestly, work the routes, look for the flank opportunities, look for whatever you can offer into the back line, because a player like T, I know he loves to get in the back line. He wants to be in the back line. And honestly, I'm really going to keep my eye on to see T run the routes here, because exactly like you're saying, he's a player who stood out to me in game number 1. I expect him to do the same in game number 2.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's shooting hot today, so I'd expect to see him playing well here in game number 2 as well. And it sounds like we are just getting ready to load on into this. You got any predictions for this map?
I'm going to be I want a round 11. That's it.
Ooh,
you know, I want a round 11.
I think that's every caster's dream, though. If you get that round 11, we always love that.
When we say, well, do I think it's going to go to a round 11 after what I saw from game 1? Hell yeah, I do think it's going to go to a round 11. I mean, to who it's going to go to, I mean, I will see when we get there, really. But in my eyes, right off the bat, I'm going to put the advantage to Georgia Southern here.
I'm going to take the underdog. I want FSU Garnet to take this one out. Let's tie this series up. I want a game 5. You want a game 5. But before we can get there, let's get into game number 2.
Here we are already hopping on board with equal, as the attackers, FSU, want this A site tested. Sitting behind Tiki. Saw what his XM4 can do in game number 1, but he's going to get out, play his life, and play for a 4-on-4 retake, which is what I like to see.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have a very strong post-plant position here. Actually, up top in that bedroom. We know how dominant that spot can be. A player that you really need to be looking for right now is T, though. He's going to be on the flank, but he's going to get spotted out by Rosen. Woo! He's going to get dropped there. So now, only a 2 versus 3 now on the retake. It's going to be Gunley and Teston by themselves.
Already down to Teston. Moth on the other side, equal with the crossfire. And that peak from Teston, you know, it's just got to favor FSU all day long. They're pushing the routes. Make sure that they took the gunfights to their favor. And Moth just holding on beside the bomb. Not being checked here, just big plays from FSU right off the bat. That decisiveness to get that bomb down right at the A site and to push the lanes. Smart from FSU.
Yeah, and I mean, exactly what we were saying, too, is they were able to push on towards that A site, get the bomb down, and just the amount of control that you have when you're on that side of the map, and you have a player like Exy who's so good with the AR sitting up in that top bedroom. It's so hard to break on. It looks like we're going to see a B hit coming in here from Eagles COD. It's going to be Gunley carrying up the bomb, but T going to get first blood in here. So currently sitting at 0-2 after that hot start in map 1.
Player we were highlighting too. You can't see him slowed down. Gunley gonna be naded. Actually not gonna land on him, as a matter of fact. Just the icon was there, and Georgia Southern fighting from a player disadvantage. Gonna be hard. You gotta see Gunley push this lane, find something to open this up. Exile's gonna shut him down. 2-player advantage to FSU. AR is just raining terror on Georgia Southern. As Eagles, they don't have anything going for them. Equal's gonna swing wide from a connector. Gonna go for the challenge. Teston's waiting for him. Free kill to bring it 1 player back, and Teston just raining down with that XF4, evens it up to a piece.
Yeah, that's huge. Evens this up at 2-2 now. We're going to see Cam trying to make his way over towards this A site where the bomb is down, but he's going to drop, leaving Teston all alone. Now 1 versus 2, going to be able to find the first, not going to be able to find the second as the trade comes on in. FSU Garnet starting off 2-0, and they are looking like that 3-1 map record. Those reps, man, they come in handy.
Oh, definitely, 100%. And a player like Exile here just... I mean, it's like his jungle over on the B side of the map. He's just climbing on things, taking the gunfights he wants to, and his AR just from map 1 to 2, looking as good as ever. 5-0 on a 5 streak, playing for his streaks too, so he could pull an artillery and a cruise possibly.
Yeah, weirdly enough, choosing not to take the bomb, though, either. That could be free points for him, but he's going to choose to do it with his gun skill. Watching over top of this top. Oh, but unfortunately, ADS is down just at the wrong time, and it's going to be a quick 3-for-1 trade there for Eagles COD. Going to drop another player here, but it's going to leave Equal all by himself now, 1 versus 2.
Cam spots him, puts some damage down. Trophies are going to be gone if they want to have some Hail Mary nades. Cam's going to take the fight. Equal is out of here. And the Eagles... they find their first.
Yeah, Eagles coming right back into that one and basically saying, you know what, we might be down 0-2, but we're just going to run at them. We're going to come out here and we're going to come out swinging as we get to see them come out, pick up a couple rounds, or sorry, pick up a couple gunfights and win their first round here. And, you know, honestly, if that's the pace they need to play it to win this game, that's the pace we're going to see this go at all game long here.
So the Georgia Southern find their first and find... They put a patch in the blood right now. They're not bleeding at the moment. The advantage that we did see diminishing from FSU. Mid-map control to Georgia Southern, but from the connector, Moth peeks up, finds 1. Cam's going to be out of this game. Early first blood for FSU. And Moth, he's going to rotate it on forward, take control of Bedroom, and provide even more presence to that A side. If the rotation comes through, Equal puts a pin in that push. Kitchen's going to stick to the side of FSU. And as Georgia Southern's falling, T's the last one alive. You highlighted this player. Let's see what he can do in a 1-on-3 already. A 1 or a 1-on-4 already working for that ace as he's made it a 1-on-3. Recovers the XM4, so he can work these angles, but look at the setup that you have from FSU. This is a tough nut to break, as you do have the bomb watch from all sorts of angles. Equal's going to spot him. The information's there. T, 32 seconds to make something happen here, Cruz. It's not looking pretty. We've seen crazier things.
Oh,
Equal doesn't even let him. Yeah.
If he won that one, it definitely would have been a little bit more possible. But from the looks of it, it looked like they knew where that bomb was down at. And even with 30 seconds left, if he picks up that first kill, definitely going to be really tough for him to be able to push out, grab that bomb, and get it down. In all honesty, with only 30 seconds left, he would have only been able to go towards that A site. I'm interested to see what FSU Garnet decides to do here on this offense. Last round, choosing to go towards B. Not working out for them super well. First round, they went towards A, and they were able to pick up a very easy, fast round. But it looks like they're going to see a B hit coming out of them again here. All 4 players very quickly going over there, but mid-map control going the way of Eagles COD very quickly as well.
A very fast push, just like the last attack. Cam has to spot this. T already getting in the back line, but he has dropped. Gunley taking his place. And there's the information from Cam. He's going to shut down that AR presence in Art.
Oh, they're pinched.
Already spotting the player on the bomb. Gunley here, like I said before, working that backline. Equal's gonna spot up Gun! Oh, Gunley! Wow!
All right, if I'm the side of FSU, our next offense, we're not going to B. Bring the bomb to A. It has not worked out so far. Go back to your roots, hit back up that A bomb site, because it definitely has been working out better for you than B has, as they just get absolutely pinched in there. Beautiful flank coming in. And like I said, they've just looked very good so far when Eagles are just rushing and getting that mid-map control. It's what it's really all about here on this map. It looks like we're going to see this bomb get picked up by the side of Eagles COD. And Gunley going to be taking this bomb towards the B site.
Yeah, another quick B hit from Eagles. Now, we saw Seahawks do this one time, and they were met with an absolute stranglehold from every side of it. Now, can they break off this? T already occupying Laundry, looking for jungle control in the back spawn. Exile laying prone, waiting for this player to over-aggress for a free kill. Exile's not going to get it just yet. Sun's up on to Gunley, going to swing wide. Are we going to see the backup come in? T actually trades it. Equal finds that at T. A double kill to give the advantage to Georgia Southern. Testing going to be working in the middle of the map. Rosin's the last one alive, but meets the guns of the Eagles. And we are tied up 3 apiece.
I think one thing that's underestimated in terms of just CDL and like any competitive COD in general is just how mid-round adjustments and mid-game adjustments, how big they can be towards team successes. We've seen this side of the Eagles go down 3-1 to start this game off, now pulling it back 3-3. Like I said at the end of the last round, I'd like to see FSU go back towards that A site, try to slow down the pace a little bit of these Eagle COD boys, because they have been rushing in on defense, getting that mid-map control so quickly, and it's exactly what I'm asking. We're going to get to see the B hit, or sorry, the A hit come in here. It's just going to be T by himself. He's going to fall very early on here. So it's going to be tested with a lot of work over towards this A site.
That aggression going to punish him this time. So he wanted to get to mid-cut as fast as possible, but not going to get there in time. And Moth going to crawl his way to put the A bomb down. He's going to spot the feed. Actually, bomb's not planted. Gunley does go down off screen, but Teston drops the bomb, disrupts the plant, and brings it back to a 1-player advantage. Now look at number 3 on your mini-map. Going to get it in behind. That is Rosin. Already going to find Teston and leave Cam all alone. Equal should move up to get this bomb down on the A side. Cam, a big mountain to climb. 3-3. Gonna have to be 6-3 if he wants this round. Equal gonna slide on in. Cam drops him, bombs down, waits for the second. Exile, a 1-on-1 now. Cam versus Rosin. Rosin working from bedroom, bottom bedroom. As that, gonna spot the cross. Cam takes the gunfight. Tagged up on both sides. Gonna take it to him. Rosin the slide. And he's going to take a 4-3 advantage for FSU.
Oh, man, that was so close for him. A big 1v3 here. Beautiful shots come in to be able to pick up the second. I mean, I feel like if he didn't stop shooting him in Tiki and reposition, I feel like he probably wins that gunfight. Unfortunate for him. He backed out, decided to play a different angle, and he ends up dropping there. One thing I think that we need to point out right now for the side of Eagles COD is Gunley starting 2-6 off to a very slow start here. He is the bomb carrier, so understandable slightly, but you still want to see a little bit more out of him now. Going to be throwing a nade over, and we're going to see a very, very fast hit coming in from the side of Eagles COD going towards this B hit.
So next up is the info. First blood as well. Backs up into jungle. Not going to find his demise. Rosin gonna find the second. Teston goes down. You do see Eagles find one in their favor, but still backing up in their spawn, waiting for a second pick, possibly to open up this map. Cam gonna be spotting Zed. Equal goes for the swing, but still playing their life. Cam and Gunley working through mid-6. He's gonna get in behind. Did he not spot Equal? Oh, Gunley finally cleans him up. They're gonna look to put the bomb down at A. 2-1-2. As Grogmoth and Exile working from kitchen.
Damn, they have a really good plant position here, too, where they put that bomb down. Now Gunley just has to back up, watch his teammates flank. His teammate can just watch the bomb now from over top. So, really good shot, especially with how we've seen Cam shooting with that Krieg 6 so far today. He has a really good post-plant position here. And it's going to be the side of FSU Garnet now, trying to push in through the water side from the defensive side of the map. He's trying to just take any shots down range that he can, find any bit of information, but Gunley and Cam not giving them anything.
18 seconds left. Work with Moth. Touches down. Cam's going to find the first big hitters down. Exile's out of play. All up to Moth. Eagles tie it up once more as they're just knocking on the door, Cruz.
I mean, that's just a beautiful round. You can't ask for anything better. Like I said, this post-plant position, when you get 2 players set up here, 1 player watching your flank, 1 player watching the bomb, there's literally nothing you can do. Cam can sit up there all day. Bring him some snacks. Bring him some drinks. He's going to sit up there, watch that bomb all day long. It makes it so easy.
Oh, look at this. Eagles, if they take this round, it'd be their first lead of the game. I wanted that round 11 cruising. Honestly, we're on pace for that right now. Moth bomb in hand, a quick A hit. Number 8, Teston's gonna be watching it. Rawson mid cut finds the opening, but Gunley answers back with 2, and bomb is down at A. Oh, that is huge for Georgia Southern.
They've been picked twice now trying to get that bomb down at A, and it looks like they're going to decide to wrap this bomb out, try to get it out of this A site, as they know all the players from Eagles COD have angles towards it. And I like this move. Get out of dodge, try to find whatever little bit of information you can, clear out your back of your spawn, make sure at least there's no flank coming in through. But the issue is they're going to be rotating over towards this B site, and you have Cam, who has been a turret in these last couple rounds, set up on that raid statue.
Rawson, bomb in hand now, walking up to the B site through driveway. Cam is going to get the first info. You have a player in pillars. Rawson take the gunfight. The crossfire going to be good for a trade. Gunley going to find that now. Teston watching over 24 seconds left. Gunley and Laundry.
Oh, you predicted it perfect.
Oh, big win from Exile, but the trade is strong and Eagles find their first lead.
Yeah, Eagles are doing a great job of, once they get their man advantage, just trading out and keeping it there. First blood did go in the way of FSU there, but Gunley with this huge 2-piece completely changed and swung that round in the way of the Eagles.
Now FSU fighting on the backside, looking for this round 11. What do you want to see them do?
Honestly, I don't think we've seen them really hit A too often yet, so I'd kind of like to see that, but I don't think we're going to, as it looks like the bomb heading towards that B bomb site. And once again, it's going to be Cam up in this top art area. First blood going to be coming in from Rosin as he's able to grab one with a big nade middle of the map. But it's going to be Gunley with the bomb in hand, who's going to have a big job here, stopping these players from FSU trying to push out through money.
FSU, they want, I hear, Exile. Big win as well to work with Rawson. Now 2 players down for the Eagles, but 1 on FSU. T's in the back line. Rawson is watching Laundry. Gunley with the swing. They're going to win out on that. Now, what can Rawson do? Finds T, leaves Gunley alone. The cleanup is there. We're seeing a round 11.
Oh, here we go. This is exactly what we asked for. Round 11 coming on in. Man, Seymour, could we have asked for a better first 2 maps, man? This match absolutely living up to the hype.
No, I couldn't ask for anything better.
I'm so interested to see what FSU decides to do here, because the last 2 rounds they've pushed towards A. The first one worked out for them, second one worked out for them, but that 3rd round they get picked off the bomb again, and it doesn't work out. Eagles COD once again choosing to run towards the middle of the map, get very fast and get that mid-map control, but a different play coming in from Rosin as he's going to push all the way in into Tiki. This should be a very fast round.
They should know Teston is in money. Equal's going to find him. Now Cam on the rotation through court. Ross is going to take this gunfight. Gets tagged up early. Drops the trophy. Exile winning a one-on-one on the offsite, but so is Team Rawson does the trophy, and Georgia Southern pull it out. Oh, FSU is kicking them off of that one. You know A hasn't been favoring you. You know it's not your best suit. And Georgia Southern just pull out in the long run. And that round 11, it was quick. It was to the Eagles, but it was fun.
I gotta say, if I'm FSU there, I do that same play all over again. I would 100% hit that A bomb site. B was not working out for them at all that game. Both rounds we saw them go towards that B site. They got absolutely wiped. So you know, for the side of the Eagles, you knew that they were ready for them to go in towards that A site. Oh man, what a game number 2, Seymour. Oh, I hope we go all 5, man.
You say that game number 1 and 2 we're definitely crazy. Well, now FSU, they're on the back foot. They're playing for the reverse sweep and checkmate, a swing map, the bread and butter, the love child of hardpoint and search and destroy is where they have to do it, and it's going to be on checkmate. This is going to be hard, especially when you have T and Tesson shooting nukes cross map with the 74U and the XM4. I mean, it's just this is a jungle. This is a playground for the AK-74U on Checkmate. T, if he does what he did in the hard point, he is going to find so much success for this Georgia Southern squad.
Well, I mean, Seymour, I know this is only our second time casting together, but I think if one thing you can learn from me is I love my stats. So if we look into this one, both these teams sitting at very good control records. I mean, both of them are sitting at very good records just in general. So obviously their controls are going to be very good. Interestingly enough, though, Florida State University has not played Checkmate Control yet.
Ooh.
So they come into this game, have not played on this map, but they are 6-0 in control with an 18-1 round count. So still very, very good at this mode. So, I mean, you take that as you want to take it. But if we look over on the other side, Georgia Southern University, they've only played it once, and they are 1-0 on Checkmate Control.
I mean, when you're looking at Checkmate, and I was talking about it in our first matchup today, is that it is heavily AR favorite. I mean, the SMGs can find their routes and kind of lock down playing control, but when you're at it, what helps out that playing control is off the wings, off the sides of the maps where those ARs lay dominant, and Exile equal the XM4 duo that we've been seeing. I mean, definitely FSU, they're 18-1 round count. That could be growing here. I mean, they're a good control team. And don't get me wrong, Georgia Southern is as well. But, I mean, Checkmate, when you're looking at XL and equal, you have to really put it in their hands to pull out for this FSU squad.
I got a really weird feeling we're going all 5 rounds here in this control. And whoever gets that last defense is going to just have to be able to close it out and win that defense. Because we all know how powerful defense is on Checkmate. One of the hardest maps to win offense on. If you know how to do it, you know how to do it. But it is still a very tough hill to climb, as you need to be able to push through and make sure you don't get put in that spawn trap. If you get put in the spawn trap, it's so hard to break out of it.
I mean, you look at the series that we got going on right now. Checkmate Control, and then Moscow's. So if you're FSU, maybe the vetoes are kind of playing for you here. Maybe you're looking for the game 4 or 5. Maybe you're working for that reverse sweep. So if it's that, if the motherland is your hometown, Florida State, I mean, you got to bring it here. You got to see it here.
I will say this. I think FSU really needed to win that search. Looking at the next map at that Moscow, because if we take another look, the one really consistent that we can keep looking at these two teams on is they both have played E4, right? Yeah. When they both played E4 on Moscow, it was a win for the side of Georgia Southern University. They won 250-157. On the other side, Florida State University did lose to E4 250-210. But still a very close score and very respectable. So definitely have a chance.
Definitely do have a chance, and we're going to have to see that if we go the distance. Right now, that chance has to start on Checkmate Control, and they're going to be loading into this. So very soon, we are going to be in the armory of Checkmate, watching the planes fly on by, watching what Georgia Southern can do against FSU. And if FSU can fight back to this to start the reverse sweep, we're going to be looking at these players to start off hot for the ARs of Florida Southern. On the other side, Georgia Southern, just do what you do best. Work, testing, and T through their routes to find it. Georgia Southern starting on attack. Already progression on a FSU fighting off the back foot.
Already over onto this A site, and it's going to be T, of course, already 2-0. Make that 3-0. Oh, that's a 4-man wipe. I would imagine if you are FSU, you got to give up this A site now. They've got the second tick in. Player number 4 going to be joining him in there. It's going to be Gunley. So that third tick definitely coming in. And now if you're the side of FSU Garnet, you can't lose that first offense. This is one that you absolutely have to win. You've got 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and you only have 23 lives left. You got to get these players out of your spawn.
I mean, the B site is where you're going to want to have these ARs set up. But T, this player we've highlighted 4-0. Make it 5-0. Possibly not going to find Rawson. Still 4-0 on that side. The AR shows up to it. No progression at B just yet, but strong kills favoring Georgia Southern. Exile working from 0.5 to hold these players off the site. But Gunley and T, they're not giving him to work with. Cam's going to work from the sidewall of Plane. And T throwing out them as well. He's on a 5 spree here. He is showing up in round 1. That's almost 2 ticks of progression here on B. Phenomenal start from Georgia Southern. FSU just... I've never seen a team dominated more into their defensive spawn.
I have never seen an offense this dominant come through from a side of this, and it's got to be on the back of T. 7-0 now. You can't make this stuff up. They are so close to getting this tick all the way through. It's going to be on the back of T once again, as he's got a one-on-one inside the hill. Him and Rosin, he's going to fall, but oh man, FSU Garnet just able to get on in there and shut that tick down before it finished.
T bullying his way through this FSU squad. Now Rosin, a big one-on-one to win. Gunley's going to take it. Progress still being gained from Georgia. T working off the wing of the plane. Exile's going to get naded out. Equal now contesting this point. Minute 35, 9 lives to 19. T's going to make it 8. And the rest are going to fall to drop them to 6. This is looking like an Eagles round as they open up with the first attack.
Okay, T, I don't fully remember what he finished with in that search and destroy, but he finished with around 36 kills on the hard point and already 9-1. Yes, 9-1 in round 1 of the control. That has got to be one of the most dominant control rounds I have ever seen out of an offense on Checkmate.
Oh, and Gunley as well working with him. Player that was slow in the search and destroy, but picked it up halfway through. Cruz, it's nice to see that Eagles are here to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. The Eagles, you can see why these guys are 6-0, an absolute well-oiled machine here. But you can also see why FSU Garnet is 5-1 and also very good. Both these teams now pushing on in. It's going to be FSU Garnet on offense, heading towards this B site. 2 players there, 2 players going towards A, but it's going to be First Blood going to the way of Cam, quickly traded out by Rosin.
Now Eagles, a good chance to set up 2-0 here as the defense. Definitely the more favored side for Checkmate. After seeing what they did on attack, you can only imagine they're planning on setting up a spawn trap against FSU. Testin working at the bottom of the mini-map. Rosin, I think, spotted it. He's going to take the gunfight. Wrong check on that, and sights back and forth. T's gonna burn his streaks already. Cruise missile in the back line, not gonna find a kill. So burns the streak. Eagles, they're gonna drop one. FSU's gonna take that, knowing that that streak is out of play.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that streak use. Like, I don't hate it, but it definitely slows the push down for FSU Garnet. Unfortunately for him, not able to find anything from it, and now you're gonna have 2 players from the side of FSU Garnet starting to get ticks on A and on B. So definitely could turn into a dangerous situation, but player number 2 gonna be able to hop down in from behind and be able to pick up that first kill onto B before the tick comes through. But already a tick and a half going towards this A site, and it's gonna be Exile just running around through the right.
Equal putting his foot on the site. Cam's gonna clean him out. Exile also sent back to spawn by Testin.
Did they get the second tick?
Yeah, they did get the second tick online, but no progress to B. And now setting up for the spawn trap. Testin in yellow crate's gonna find that Equal working out of it. Even gonna find a turn and burn. T does take him out, but big opportunity now for FSU to work out from this. 20 seconds to go, though. This is getting dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get Gunley out of their spawn. Gonna be able to drop him there, but they are 9 seconds away and not anywhere near a hill. The closest they're gonna have a chance at is B, but it's gonna be so tough when you have the likes of T just running around, just running through your team this entire match. T has been absolutely the MVP of this game so far.
So strong with the 74U. It's just like I said, it's a playground for your SMG. He is showing that he knows his way around Checkmate. What's the score line right now? I know they're up 2-0 here. They're working for it. And after seeing what their attack was, you got to be scared if you're FSU. Everybody's negative on that side. T is 16-3 on a 4 spree. And 10 of his kills, or 10 out of 16 kills are on the objective as well. So he's not afraid to dance with the devil.
Absolutely not afraid. 16-3. I mean, on another 4 streak. He still has a streak in hand to use. I didn't realize that he had both of them there. So not even as mad about the streak used in the last round. And they won the round. So, I mean, what do I know, right? Equal.
Exactly.
Able to push on in towards B here, but not going to be able to find anything yet. All I can say right now is FSU Garnet, their lives are on the line. They got to be able to win this round here.
This is it. This is it. Call this Michael Jackson's last tour, because this is it for FSU against the Eagles here. They have to start back on this setup. Already 2 ticks of progress at A. Lives are even, so if FSU gives up this site, they have to set up strong for the B side, so they do. And now they have to set up those power positions. You do that, and Cam and Gunley break on down. This is a big setup now for Eagles. Big opportunity.
Eagles absolutely have a chance to close this game out 3-0. They have 2 minutes left still to work on towards this site, and only 2 players really to deal with right now. That's going to be player number 5 and 7 on the side of FSU Garnet. One already going to fall, so it's just going to be Exile all by himself. Exiled out, if you will, and he's going to drop now. Teston going to be in the hill, and it's going to be a first tick going the way of the Eagles COD there.
And Georgia Southern already putting progress at B. Cam in the back of the plane is going to take down Equal. Not allowing them to get there. He's on a 5 spree of his own, showing up where T is slowed down. He's going to shoot Rawson in the back. Drop streaks of his own. 4 go down for FSU. 8 players standing in their life bank. 2 ticks of progress. Can they even touch the site? Cam's not allowing them. They don't have it. Eagles, Georgia Southern, a swift 3-0 off of that hot control.
Eagles have got to be the best team in this division. No question at this point now. They have come out and just absolutely dominated. I have not seen an offense that dominant on control on Checkmate, let alone two absolutely dominant Checkmate control offense wins. Still only having 2 map losses throughout their entire run here in the CCL. Now sitting at a swift 7-0 and a 21-2 map count. I mean, if this team wasn't in your top 25 before, I mean, I don't know how they weren't, but they definitely are now.
Well, they are, aren't they?
No, they are. I was just saying. I mean, like everybody in general.
You're looking at them now. Your eyes are definitely on Georgia Southern University after what they just did, and T leading the way with that. Do we have a time check for that checkmate? I have to say that's probably the fastest one at that as well. And honestly, we probably don't have the time for that map, but in fact, we can say that that was swift and that was dominant. I mean, Georgia Southern University, they look good as ever.
I will say this. For the side of FSU Garnet, I do not want to see any of you guys with your heads down after that match.
Oh, yeah.
The first 2 games, absolutely, you guys had a chance to win them. If you guys don't lose so much time on the first rotation through P2 through P3 on Crossroads, you guys probably win that map. If you guys clutch up in that round 11 on a great play call, I do say, and I would do that same play call all day long, you guys probably win that raid. It was just a 50-50 that they ended up losing that. This series a lot closer than what the scoreboard shows. And even that 3-0 check on control, maybe that one a little bit lopsided in the side of the Eagles. But if you're FSU Garnet, you really just got to take your time, go back over this VOD after, really taking notes on what you see the Eagles doing, because you're going to see this team again. Once we head towards that second split and you have both these 2 teams in your top 5 from this division, you're going to see each other again, bounce back, learn from your mistakes, and be able to take this Eagles COD team on again.
And look for that revenge if you're FSU. I can't wait to see you guys do it again in the second split. Right now, we're going to head to another break here for the CCL Alpha stream. So stay tuned for some more Call of Duty because we'll be right back.